Don't worry, I muted my sounds. I'll mute myself back like in a bit. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session. How did your weekend go? Hope you had a great weekend. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to this session. Sorry, earlier on I had to mute the sound because of what I was trying to do here. So, how you guys doing? So welcome to this live session. Like I earlier said, I'll try as much as possible to always show up every Sunday. Hello, BS underscore lingerie. How are you? So I'll try as much as possible. Katie Fabrics, thanks for the love. I'll try as much as possible to always show up like every Sunday. Sorry I came in late today. I should have been here since like 6 p.m. but like an emergency came up, so I had to sharply attend to it. So I really apologize, and I'll try as much as possible to ensure that I spend like 1 hour here. That underscore Uche, oh great, good evening, ma'am. How are you? Hope you're good. Double underscore Jane, good evening, madam. How are you? Okay, so like I said, I'll try as much as possible to always show up every Sunday. So the last live session we had, a lot of people were asking me questions on how to spot fake and good suppliers. So that's the reason why this live session is going to hold. It's holding today. Like I said, Lala Spicy, nice hearing from you too again. So like I said, so most of the questions you asked during the live session will definitely inform what we'll be doing next live session. So I've been getting a lot of people say that we should work on giving people assignments. When do Nini? Good evening, ma'am. How are you? That we should work on giving people like assignments so that everybody can import. That's for those who have attended our training. So I'm thinking I'll be extending this across to other people that are on Instagram. So maybe we'll come up with like an importation challenge. I'm still thinking around it. I don't want to commit myself into something that I will not finish. I always like to start and finish something. So I'll be waiting to hear your what do you think about us having an importation challenge so that somebody can import, at least even if you import an item that is 5,000 naira, so that the whole process gets sticks to your brain, like you do not forget, because you need to keep doing the same thing over and over again. I can't remember the last time I probably sat down to have the time to study importation materials. It's because I keep doing the same thing over and over again, and then I learned from mistakes, a lot of stuff. Do you understand? So somebody suggested to my other partner that we should have like a practical exercise. So I was thinking that okay, we're gonna have like an importation challenge. So I'm still thinking of how it's gonna go. I don't know. I'm still thinking of how it will go. I don't know how, but I'm very, very open to your suggestion. So I can see that some people are saying they won't mind. So what do you think about it? Do you think we should have an importation challenge where you can import something, import anything that you want, and maybe like with like 5,000 naira you can buy something? So I'm still thinking of how it's going to go, Sha, but I do not have it mapped out yet, but I'm thinking about it. So I'm thinking it's something that I would definitely would want us to do. But I don't know whether it's better to be on WhatsApp, or I prefer when I come on live and I'm able to like interact with people this way. Or I don't know if it's better to be on WhatsApp or it should be on live. I don't know. If it's going to be on live, then that means I have to be coming on live every 2 days. Like I've told you guys, I'm a lecturer. I still lecture and I do business. So I'm trying to see how I can do it so that I can, if you can be on a live session or something. I'm just trying to think around it, Sha. I don't have it all mapped out yet, but I just said I should share it with you all because I really want everybody to start importing. For those that are really, really interested, yes, I really want to start importing. So I'm thinking we're going to have a live, either going to be a live session here, or I don't know. I'm just thinking about it, Sha. I don't have it all mapped out, like I said, but within this week, I hope I have the time to think around it. Because one thing about me is I always ensure that everything I want to do, I already have everything arranged so that it doesn't look like someone does not have direction. So I really would really want people to start importing for those that are interested, right? So I'm thinking about it. So I'm open to your suggestions. If you want to send me your suggestions, you can send it to Dr. Augusta A. That's my personal Instagram. This is for the academy, and I mostly do not respond to DMs here. So if you want to send me a message, you can send it to Dr. Augusta A. But please, you have to be patient. But I'll definitely respond. So if you have any idea, for those of you that have the WhatsApp number for the training, you can send me your ideas. So I'm thinking we should have like an importation challenge. That's the next thing I'm thinking about. So I'm just thinking around it. I want people to import, at least let people know how to import. I think that would actually motivate people to start importing. Necessarily, you don't have to import to sell. You can import for yourself. So I'm thinking we should have an importation challenge. So I'm thinking around it. I've not decided on how it's going to go, like I said, but I'm really open to a lot of suggestions. So we're going to be talking more of that after the whole session while we're here. So as we all know, I'm sure we already know what importation is. So if I keep going to that, I'm sounding like a broken record. So basically, importation is about you bringing stuff from other countries to your country. So I can decide to go to Cotonou now and decide to buy this stuff. I'm importing. I'm buying it and I'm bringing it to Nigeria to sell. So you're buying it from the host country. For example, if I decide to go to Lome, I decide to go to Liberia to buy this wallet. Hello, Charlotte. I don't know if I pronounced your name very well. Please pardon my naughtiness. Okay, so if I decide to go to a country like Liberia and I buy this thing, I'm bringing it to Nigeria to sell. I'm buying it from the host country and I'm bringing it to the destination country, which is my country. Do you understand? So you can import from anywhere you want to import from once you know how to do it. Now, there are so many factors that you need to consider when you're importing. One, you need to consider the product. Product is very, very important. And I know in the class, I'm going to talk about products, how to pick the products you need to import much later. I know in class, I told you guys 3 or 4 ways in which you can import products. But for those of you on Instagram that never attended that class, I'm going to share that like maybe in subsequent weeks. So I told you, you need to think about the product. And before you pick a product to import, you need to think about your market first. Well, I'm not going into that. Second set of people you actually need to focus on is the suppliers. They are very, very important, because if you don't take out time to pick a supplier, you might just end up buying something that your money will waste. I remember talking to somebody who wanted me to help her source for stuff. She, because of the nature of the kind of business she does, maybe our customers are not patient enough. So she wanted me to source. She likes when I help her source for stuff and I give her the response ASAP. And I'm like, no, I don't do mine like that. I take like a week to buy things. So if you want to come and meet me that, oh, Dr. Augusta, help me source, I don't really do that as much as before, except for some reasons, yeah. I'll take my time. I don't rush. I was supposed to buy some shoes for my friend, and they asked me, have you paid? I'm like, I've not paid. I've not paid the supplier, but I've given the payment agent money to help me pay the person. But I told her to be on hold until I'm very sure of what I'm buying from the person. So I always tell people, you don't just rush into shopping. You need to be very sure that this supplier you're buying from is very, very good. So that's the reason why we're here today. The reason why we're here today is want to discuss how to spot real suppliers, because I keep getting that question. How do I spot a supplier that is real? How do I know that a Chinese supplier is real? You see, in that same China where you are having, some people say when you go to China, the things they sell there are fake. Well, every country has good products and counterfeit products. So it all depends on how you take out your time to search for suppliers, right? So I'm going to talk about the method I use. Now, I'll say that the method has given me 80% success rate. So the remaining 20, I don't always like to say 100%. So I give the remaining 20% to maybe failure rate, but 80% success rate. Now, I'm going to show you something. Do you believe that this is from China? I don't know. The lighting where I am is not so good. Do you believe that this is from China? Can you see this? This is a wallet. Yeah. Do you believe that this is from China? And in that same China, a lot of people will tell you that the supplier is this one, the supplier is that one. Do you believe that this is from China too? Okay. So I've said it here times down number. My bags and my shoes, I buy them from China. And I think I've showed us in one of the live sessions. If you can scroll down to check, my bags and my shoes, I buy them from China. My clothes from Turkey, but my bags and my shoes, I buy them from China. In fact, I buy them myself. And it's so funny because when I take a bag, my friends will always say, yeah, you did not tell us when you are shopping. So right now, if I want to buy bags, I always have to tell them, are you interested? Are you interested? Do you want to buy any of my bags I carry? People always ask me, where do you buy the bags from? I mean, I always tell them I buy it from China. I do not hide anything about it. I buy my bags and my shoes from China, but for my clothes, I buy them from Turkey. But bags and shoes, I'll forever buy them from China. Forever, because they have good bags and shoes. Some people prefer to buy their bags and shoes from Turkey. I prefer to buy from China. I buy a lot of things from Turkey, but for bags and shoes, I will keep buying from China. In that same China where you think they have fake products, that same China, they have good products. So now, today we're going to be talking about how to spot good suppliers from China. China is our area of focus. Now, so one of the first methods to actually spot if a supplier is real or not is by the company name. I will not be able to show us some certain things, but please just hope you have your paper and your biro to take note of what I'm saying. So one of the best ways to spot whether a supplier is real or not is by the company name. Now, in China, you have different types of suppliers. Now, there are two major types of suppliers and others. That's how I classify them. One, you have manufacturers. Who are these manufacturers? Manufacturers are the people that produce what we want to buy. They produce it. So you have foreign trading companies. Who are foreign trading companies? What they do is they go to all these manufacturers, they pick from the manufacturers and export out of China. Then 3, you have others. Do you understand? So 1, you have manufacturers, 2, you have foreign trading companies, and 3, you have others. And most times, all of us that are importing, we always import from those others. We do not know. Because some of us don't know how to spot them. Some of us are just not patient enough to say, let me take my time to check the name of these suppliers and spot them. Then you come back and meet Dr. Augusta and say, like somebody sincerely came to me the other day and said, oh, I was rushing to buy because I learned a lot from you. And the person went and the person bought something. I don't even know what it was. She said what she bought was bad. Then I asked her a question. Did you sincerely, let me know, I'm not going to castigate you, did you do the due diligence you were taught? She said no. And I'm like, you see, you can't just be rushing to buy. You still have a lot of people who will go and you are going for an importation class and you're already going to collect money from your people or from people that are in your pre-order group. You're already collecting money. You don't even know so much about the class. You're collecting money already, and then you're now rushing to buy when you've not even gone through all the materials. Please, you need to really stop it, because it's not easy to actually build a good name for yourself. So the good name that you've been able to build for yourself, don't let tiny debts mess it up for you. So back to it. So you have manufacturers, you have foreign trading companies, and you have others. Who are those others? Departmental stores, people that have shops, side shops. They claim to be manufacturers, but they are not manufacturers. Now, the next question you'll be asking me is, how do I spot who a manufacturer is? The first way is from their name. From their name. Now, from their name, you can easily spot who a manufacturer is, and I'll tell you why. I think I'll see if I can meet with us on Wednesday, and I'll tell you Wednesday or Tuesday. I'll just check my schedule, how free I am. Now, from the manufacturer's name, please write this down. If you want to spot who a manufacturer is, this is how the name of the manufacturer comes. 1, the first thing you see on the name is not like here in Nigeria where you can just call Olumba and Sons Limited or Olarushefumi and Sons Limited. No, that's not how names are, arranged in China. They have their company registration is actually very, very organized. So spotting a manufacturer name, this is the first thing you see on the name is, please write it down, is the location of registration. Location of what? Registration. Then the second thing is the company name. So to a manufacturer's name, write it down. A manufacturer's name equals registration location plus company name plus main products they sell or main product category plus their partnership. Now, what do you mean by registration location? Who can tell us one of the most... What city in China do you know? Even if you've not imported from China before. Okay, so let me call somebody's name. What city in China do you know? You can also always invite your friends to always join us live. They could learn. Never say never. Okay, so let me call somebody's name that I know. Okay, Lolo Spicy. Please, can you give us a city in China that you know? One city you've heard of in China. One province in China. Great. Lola Spicy says Guangzhou. She's correct. Okay, somebody else say Guangzhou. Okay, good. Somebody else give us another name too. Guangzhou. Okay. Somebody else give us another one. Who can help us with another city? Guangzhou is very popular. Who can help us with another city? Okay, so let's use Guangzhou. So, okay, someone says Guangzhou. Okay, I want another city. So you have Shenzhen, you have Shanghai. Great. Okay, so now this is how it does. So if I have my company, okay, for example, let me use somebody's name. Okay, let me, for example, whose name am I going to use now? Okay, let me use KD Fabrics, right? So if KD Fabrics, if her company is registered in Shanghai or Shanghai, so this is how her name is supposed to be if her company is a manufacturing company. Shanghai KD Fabrics. Okay, Shanghai KD Fabrics, either textile or fabrics, then partnership co-limited. Do you understand? So if KD Fabrics is located in Shanghai and she claims to be a manufacturing company in China, this is how her name will be. It's going to be Shanghai KD Fabrics, either fabrics or textile. I don't know the category they'll place her. Then maybe co-limited, maybe PLC or something. Do you understand? That's how it is. That is how a manufacturer's name is. Do we understand? If you don't understand me, please let me know so that I can say it again. If you don't understand me, please let me know so that I can say it again. Do we all understand? So if KD Fabrics is in China and she claims to be a manufacturing company, this is how her name will be. It's going to be Shanghai KD Fabrics, Shanghai KD Fabrics, textile or fabrics, then either co-limited or whether PLC or whatever kind of partnership. So do not forget that the name or the way a manufacturing company's name is arranged in China is equals to registration location. So it can be Shanghai, Shenzhen, Guangzhou, then the company name, the name of the company. Okay, let me go back to it. How a manufacturing company is how their name is arranged in China is like this. Please take note. So after this time I might have to move forward because of time. Okay, so how a manufacturing name is arranged in China is like this. You have, first of all, registration location, and I told people to give us examples. KD Fabric said Shanghai, somebody, Lolo Spicy said Guangzhou, somebody else said Shenzhen. You understand? So registration location plus company name, the name of the company. You understand? So somebody's, yeah, so look at what Tina Money Fashion says. Shenzhen Tina Money Fashion Baggage Co Limited. Good. So that's how it's supposed to be. So you have registration location, you have company name, you have the product, the main product category. So I think Tina Money is into selling, is it what does she sell? I think she sells, is it bags, or she sells anything that has to do with baggage. Then the partnership. Partnership means the kind of business, whether it's a sole proprietorship or whether it's a co-limited or whatever, whether it's a company limited by shares or whatever. Now, so you might not know all the locations in China. I'm not saying you should put all the locations on your head. No, because I know you have so much on your head. You might not know the location. So what you do is, when you get to whatever site you want to buy from, whether you're checking on Alibaba or 1688, just go to the profile of the company. You see the name there. Copy the first letter of that company name. The first letter. Copy it. Please copy it. Go to Google now and type it on Google. If you type that company name on Google, if it's a place in China, once you type the name on Google, it will show you. If you type Shenzhen on Google now, you see China next to it. It will show you. There is even a map that will show you where it is located in China. Do you understand? So nobody is saying that I should go and put all the province in China, because China has a lot of province. So you just take, if a company can tell you I'm a manufacturing company, I don't even need to argue with them. No problem. I'll go and check your name. I'll copy out the first word. The first word must be the location. I'll go and type it in China. If you type it in China, if it's a location, you will know. If it's not a location, you will know. If it's a location, you will know. If it's not a location, you will know. So did you get that? Do you understand? Do you understand what I just said? Do you understand? If it's a location in China, sorry, please. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so if it's a location in China, you will get to know. If it's not a location in China, you will know. You will know. Do you understand? So if you have a second phone now, go and, I don't know, I have okay, I'm going to give us an assignment pretty soon. I have some company names here. I'll give us an assignment so you check it whether it's a location or it's not a location. So if it's a location in China, you will know. If it's not a location in China, you get to know. And that's how you get to know. So first of all, if you are chatting with a supplier in China, check out their name first. If the first registration, the first thing, if you type that first name in China and it's not a location in China, then question that company. Do you understand? Question them very well, because sometimes they'll say they are manufacturers and they're not manufacturers, and that's one litmus test they need to pass. So you can remember what a manufacturing company. Then number two, another major type of company you can buy from is a foreign trading company. And what are foreign trading companies? Like I earlier explained, what they do, they go to manufacturers within the same field. Like a foreign trading company now, they might say, okay, they want to do foreign trading. They want to be exporting product like bags, like shoes, like clothes. They have related items. They will go there, go and meet the manufacturer. They will produce for them. Then they will export it out of Nigeria, out of China. They will ensure that all those products meet the standard of those companies. So hope we're taking down all the points. Now, one thing about you need to know is that a manufacturing company can be a foreign trading company. So somebody saying Guangzhou do J Hair Limited. Good. So a manufacturing company can be a foreign trading company. But a foreign trading company cannot be a manufacturing company. Most manufacturing companies in China are mostly owned by the Chinese, even if they have partnership with foreigners. But the main people fronting for the companies are Chinese companies. That's why if you see most of these shipping companies that you use, they have Chinese partners. Like one of the shipping companies that I have a relationship with that I use, the man is married to a Chinese woman. She's even in Nigeria. Do you understand? So that's how the system of China is. But a company that registers as a foreign trading company cannot be a manufacturing company. But a manufacturing company can be a foreign trading company. That's why if you chat with some sellers in 1688 and they see that you're speaking English, they don't understand what you're saying. They'll tell you, okay, chat with this person. They're in charge of our international shops. Because a manufacturing company, they usually have that arm that does international business. Do you understand? That's why some of the stores you see on Alibaba, they also have a site on 1688. Sometimes when you're chatting with them on Alibaba, you can say, give me your 1688 site link. They'll give it to you. Do you get it? If you know how to search for a company based on their name, you realize that companies that are on Alibaba, you find them on 1688. Like I've told us before, for those of you that have attended our classes and some of my live sessions, 1688 is just for the Chinese community. Do you understand? So I hope you understand everything I've explained, and I hope you are writing all these down. Please write them down. Now, the next question you asked me is, oh, Dr. Augusta, how do you spot a foreign trading company? So this is how it goes. So spotting a foreign trade. So you say foreign trading company equals the business name, the products that they are selling, the location of registration, and the type of partnership they run. The business name, the products they are selling, the location of registration, and the type of partnership they run. Did you write it down? So foreign trading company equals the business name, the products they are selling, the location of registration, and the type of partnership they run. So who can give me an example of a foreign trading company? Let me call somebody's name. Okay, Double Jane. Please give me a name of a foreign trading company based on what I just said now. Who can give me an example? You can use your company name. So a foreign trading company, the first thing you see is the business name. What's the business name? For example, if I want to use Double Jane, I'll say Double Jane Hair Guangzhou Co Limited. Good. So T Tina Money Fashion has given us an example. She says T Tina Money Fashion, Baggage, Shenzhen Co. Limited. So do you all understand? So that's one litmus test you need to use to check. So when a supplier is telling you I'm a manufacturer, I'm manufacturing for 100 years, you tell them it's okay, hold on there. Then you go and do your check. Do you understand? So most times, okay, somebody gave us an example, BS_lingerie, Lagos PLC. So BS_lingerie, then you have lingerie again. You missed out lingerie because we need to BS_lingerie 33 is the name of your business. You have lingerie, you have Lagos PLC. Do you understand? So good. BS_lingerie. Thumbs up. You tried. Somebody, can you give us another one? Who again am I going to call? I like when the class is interactive. It's so somehow that I can't get feedbacks in form of audio. I hope Instagram decides to put that feature, just like the way Zoom runs. Who again am I going to call? So can somebody else give us an example? All right, so did you get that part? So you can always check all those things yourself to know whether the company is really a manufacturing company or a foreign trading company. So am I now allowed to move to the next factor you want to check? Okay, Larry's Fashion, Lagos Co. Limited. Good. Yes, you all are trying. So the next thing is number of years. Number of years. This number of years thing, it's very subjective, but I'm going to tell you what works for me now. So the number of years I usually would recommend, that means number of years is the number of years they've been doing business. So the number of years I usually recommend is 3 years. You know why? Because I to some extent, I've not been to China before, but I really understand how how they run. Now it's not beans to set up a manufacturing company in China. I've interacted with a lot of them and they tell me the complexities of running a Chinese manufacturing company. It's a lot. I know the Chinese community, they are very, very organized. Like, I don't want to say it's a community. Of course, it's a community that is ruled by one person, but it's very organized. You can't just go out of the box anyhow. It's not possible. And even in the Chinese community, you cannot be richer than the government. Once the government notices that you're becoming richer than him, richer than them, they will check you out. So, for you to even say you are a manufacturing company in China, you go through a lot. You need to buy, raw materials. Number 2, you need to buy the instruments and the infrastructures you are going to use. You understand? So no company will wake up and say they're a manufacturing company, or no company will say they want to be a manufacturing company after going through the rigor of registration. Then they will not say they bought tools or equipment just to be a scam. It's not possible. Lie. Because the rigor is a lot. And people that want to scam, they don't have that patience. So you now go through the rigor of all these things and you say you want to scam. You've been doing manufacturing business for 3 or 4 years and you say your plan is after 3 or 4 years I'll go into scamming people. Never. Most times, people that take out time to scam are those ones that are not manufacturing companies and foreign trading companies. And they claim to be a manufacturing company and foreign trading companies. So the number of years matters. So I always look out for companies that are like 3 years, because I believe that they've been consistent. For them to be able to be consistent for 3 years without folding up, then that business is matured enough. Sometimes there's an exception. Sometimes I've seen companies that are like 2 years and they passed every other test, and I see that they have nice products. I still buy from them, but then I don't rush into buying a lot from them. I buy samples first. I don't rush into buying a lot from them. I buy samples first. Like I said, I'm telling you everything I've used that worked for me. I can't remember the last time I bought something that I regretted ever buying from China. Everything I buy from China, I'm always happy because I go through all these tests. So I'm going to tell you what has worked for me. So the second yardstick, like I said, is the number of years. It's very, very important. check out the number of years. Not somebody that just started business 1 year ago. Look out for businesses that are like 3 years. But if somebody that started business 2 years, you can still buy a few from them to just test run their product. Sometimes they turn out nice. Now, sometimes when you guys go to Alibaba and 160 to check, you realize that they might tell you 3 years. But that doesn't mean 3 years, maybe 3 years of being on that platform, but they've been existing before that 3 years. So you need to be able to distinguish this, their year of establishment from the year of registration on that platform. Is very important. So if you go to all these sites, you see things like profile, certification. Always ensure you read all those things because it gives you like a whole lot of information about the company. So do you understand? Do you have any question about the number of years? So the first one I said is the company name. You being able to spot whether a company is a foreign trading company or a manufacturing company. The second one I said is the number of years. Do you all understand? Is there any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Can I move? Can I move right now? Am I free to move to the next yardstick I want to talk about? And hope you are all enjoying the class and it's making some sense. Can I move? Can I move? Can I move? Can I move? All right, so I'm not getting any response from anyone, so I can definitely move. So the third one is product concentration. Product concentration. A lot of you make mistakes. A lot of people come to meet me. Oh, ma, can there be a supplier? Dr. Gosta, wouldn't it be good for a supplier to sell everything I want to buy? I'm like, you don't know you are kicking yourself in the leg, and I'll explain to you. When you see a supplier that sells shoe, bag, clothes, hair, run away from that supplier. What do I mean by product concentration? Product concentration means buy from a supplier that sells products that are related. When I mean related products, you can see a supplier that sells bag, maybe shoe and wallet, is still a little bit allowed. But when you now start to see a supplier that sells bag, shoe, waist trainer, hair, Lolo Spices, please can you keep your questions till after the class so that I don't, drift? Don't worry, I'll definitely answer all questions, okay? I'll answer them. You can send it to me on the question, using the question icon, just in case you mistakenly log out. I will definitely answer your questions. Okay, so when you see a supplier that sells different things and you're happy, I can buy all my products from one supplier because you are very, very lazy. You don't want to take your time to look for suppliers. Hey, run away from them. Oh, you know why? In China, this is what happens in China. The more quantity you buy, the less price. So when you buy from a supplier that is selling different things, the raw materials for producing all the things are not related. Then they'll be buying raw materials that will be expensive and it will indirectly influence your price that you're going to buy from them. So that's why you should watch out for suppliers. The other day, I don't know what I wanted to buy. I saw a supplier. Supplier was selling wallet or something. Supplier was selling phone stand. I can't remember. It was very annoying. I think I posted it on my Instagram. I don't know. Run away from those kind of suppliers. As product collections, don't worry, I'll talk about it. Please, could you just keep your questions? You could send them after the whole session. Like when I'm done with everything, I'll answer your questions. Don't worry. So, product concentration matters. Look out for a supplier that sells related products. Go and check the products they sell. All the products they sell, they're always happy to list it. When you see that they're selling products that are not related, please bounce. Like, leave them and go somewhere else. Because one, they'll be buying raw materials that are expensive and it will indirectly affect the price of what they are selling. Because in China, the more you buy, the less price you pay per each. Two, in terms of skilled labor, you know the way human beings are. When we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, we realize that we'll be very, very perfect. I've been doing importation training for donkey years. I've been doing this importation for over 10 years. Talk less of when I've been teaching it for long. So I'm already used to it. So if you tell me something that happened, I'll be able to easily dictate and tell you, okay, this is what happened. I've been lecturing as a lecturer for 8 years. So there's some certain things that parents will come and meet me about a student now. I can easily tell them this is what the issue is without talking to the student. That's how it is. So when a worker is doing the same thing over and over again, they'll be very perfect. They won't make mistakes. But when you go and buy from a supplier that sells different kind of things that are not related, there's no how their employee will not make mistakes. That's why you say the products they sell, what I got versus what I ordered, or what I ordered versus what I got, is because of things like this. Yes, we are prone to make mistakes. But a company that does the same thing, sell the same thing, produce the same thing over and over again, it's easy for them to spot a mistake. So product concentration is very important. Always check out for companies that are selling things that are not related. Hello, run away from them. But companies that are selling related things, that they use the same raw materials, you know that their products will not be expensive. And in terms of skilled labor, their skilled laborers or unskilled laborers will be doing the same thing, and they'll be good at it. They will know that there's a mistake. There was a mistake that happened like this. How do we how do we correct it? Do you understand? So please, it's very, very good. I know most of us don't pay attention to this. Somebody will say, I want to buy all my products from one supplier. I'm just like, really? From one supplier? Do you know what it is? So please run away from such suppliers. Go and check them. If you use the 1688 app, go scroll down. You see all the products they are selling. They're always happy to show it. If it's on Alibaba, go and check the products. Even on 1688, when you click on the company profile, or you click on the company name, it will take you to their profile. You see products that they are selling. When you read it and you see that they are not related, you don't even need to talk too much with them. Bounce, waka, bounce. Bounce away from such people. Then that's the third one. Then another yardstick is company certification. A real manufacturing company, they have all their certifications. So there are two certifications I'll be talking about. You can do your research on more. You have ISO 9000 and ISO 14000. So ISO 9000, when a company has ISO 9000, it implies that they've passed the product quality test. So their products have good quality. They've gone through all the tests and they've passed it. Then when a company has another certification called ISO 14000, it is called environmental structure. That means their factory or their manufacturing outlets have been checked. They've gone through all those things and they've passed it. That's why they have ISO 14000. So always look out for companies with ISO 9000 and ISO 14000. Do not forget, please write this down. ISO 9000 is for product quality and ISO 14000 is for environmental structure. So you need to always check out for companies like that. So have you heard of all these yardsticks I'm talking about before? Do you have any question before I move further to something else? Do you have any question? Okay, so in the absence of no question, let me move on. Another thing you also need to check out for is how they respond to you. A company that is very, very slow in responding, watch out for them. Yes, they can be very busy. They don't know how to multitask like we. All your questions, please just put them. You can paste it just in case you have network issues. Please send it to me using the question icon. I would answer it, and then you can obviously watch the replay. I'll put up the replay here, don't worry. Okay, so their response rate really matters. You need to check their response rate. It's very, very important. How do they respond to you? When you ask them to send you pictures, tell them, look, I do not want you to, please, you have to be very nice. Oh, my friend, that's how I talk to them, and they become my friend that I might never see. Oh, my friend, I like your products. Can I see the picture? Use your camera to take the picture, ask them to take pictures for you. You want to see the real picture. And then very, very, very important, their response to you matters, And something I always tell people is that when you're chatting with them, you can try and use your Google Translator sometimes. If you don't have WeChat, because most times they don't understand English. So I'll be like, don't worry, speak Chinese, because I use my WeChat to chat with them. I'll translate using my WeChat, then I'll send them Chinese. When you try to translate to Chinese, they have this sense of belonging. Do you understand? So they should be able to send you pictures. You should be able to do videos. And I prefer you buy from companies that they show the video of their products. No matter how you want to edit a product, even if you want to use filter, I will still know whether the product is good or not. Companies that always like to put videos. If you check 1688, a lot of companies put videos there. They put the videos of the product. From the video, I'm able to know whether a bag is small or big. I'm able to know what I'm expecting. Do you understand? So look out for companies that use videos for their products. It's very, very important. Always look out for companies like that use videos for their products. If you check 1688 or Alibaba, their videos are there. Always check. Videos are important. The way they respond to you, their response rate is very important. Can they send you pictures? You need to ask all these things. It's not about you just rushing to go and import. Lie is wrong. Take out your time, to do all these things. Now, another thing again is customer reviews. Now, there's something I want to explain to you. I don't pay for my products on the site. I always like to transfer to them because I don't have the strength and all those things. So sometimes there are some customers like you that will not pay for their products on the site. And when you have customers like that, I might not be able to make reviews, right? Now, but there are still some customers that buy. and pay on the side. So it's always good to check customer review. Now, when you go and check customer review, sometimes you will see a name, the name looks the same, maybe, and they don't need to have sense. Sorry, because some of them, they are not manufacturing companies, but they will now lie and go and have like 1 million reviews or 1,000 reviews. Then you just see one person giving like 500 reviews. They used to put it themselves. Maybe they will look for another account, they will buy, they'll not be putting the same review. No, if you see a company like that, don't buy from those companies. If you want to buy from that kind of company, check out a company that has different customers, like maybe 10 or 15, they are different names. Okay, then if it's for 1688, you can just copy out whatever it is there and then go and translate it and read what is there. Do you understand? But when you check out a company's customer review and you're seeing the same name, it means a lot now. It's like the person is giving review by the person itself. So you really need to, check it. Then another thing is number of transactions they've done. Number of transactions. Sometimes when you are searching for products on Alibaba or 1688, most times they always give you maybe the top 5 based on the price, the cheapest price, based on the number of transactions. You actually need to check the number of transactions. So if a company has large transaction, it means that a lot of people have been buying from them. When you check the customer review, you realize whether this company is real or not. And most customers, when they buy, they always want to put products. So you check for customer reviews. Some of them will always put the real pictures of the product. You have a lot of that on AliExpress. Some of them always put the real video of the product. So always check if those things are there, then you can actually use that. Now, for those of you that already know about 1688, there's an icon called buyer strength. I don't know how I'm going to show you the icon. The icon looks like a horse, is red. It's always under. Any company that has that icon shows that that company has been able to deliver on time, they sell good products, and their customer service is good. So most times you always look out for companies that have that buyer strength, like a horse. I don't know, there's no how I can show us here. It's like a horse. Do you understand? If I don't know how I would have showed us, but maybe one of these days I'll bring up the icon. It looks like a horse, is red, it's always on that. It's called buyer strength. So most times it's 1688 that came up with that algorithm. They've done all that. So once they see that a company has passed all those things and you've gotten to a particular percentage, what they do is you have that badge. And most of these companies, they actually used to capitalize on it, because when they have buyer strength, they always feel that they can increase their price. Okay, so it's always good to buy from a company that has buyer strength. Then always look out for the response rate. And if you check 1688, when you are checking the profile, you see the response rate, the cargo delivery rate. Always check all those things. When you see it, it says above average, meaning that for example, if you are into clothing business, right, and your response rate is above average, meaning that, for example, if the average for all of you into clothing business on 1688 is 50%, then if you now say you are 5% above average, meaning that you are doing better than the average. So always check out for all those things. They are very, very important. They really matter. Now, what I would advise you to do if you want to buy from all these sites, let me tell you what I do. I always take a paper. And when I take a paper, I'm coming. Let me get a paper to show you what I do. Okay, so this is a white paper. It doesn't have to be an A4 paper. So what I do is look at this paper here. I'll write out the names of here I'll write out all the yardsticks I've given you now. Number of years, business registration, customer review, rating of the product. I can easily contact them, name of the company, all the yardstick I want to use. Then I'll now put the names of the companies there like this. I'll draw a table. Then maybe Double Jane, I'll give them their mark. The other one, I'll give them their mark. I'll do all of them. I'll put it on this paper like this. So it will now inform my decision. Then the last thing I'll check out is the price. Do you understand? So I always do it for most of the things I want to source for, especially when I'm searching for a client and it's a big job. I do it. So from there, I'm able to actually, look at them and see which one I'm going to buy from. You don't want to waste your money. So that's what I would advise you to do. For anything you want to source for, get a paper like this, put all the yardsticks I've talked about, put the names of the company, then you begin to put all their characteristics, then you look at it. You can, when I'm done, I always give them first, second, third position. So I'll be talking to the first one. Once the first one is misbehaving and is not answering me, I move on to the second one. Once the second one is misbehaving, is not answering me, I move on to the third one until I get something. That's why most times I always I want to buy one particular product. I can talk to like 20 suppliers until I get what I want, you know, because it's money. You don't want to waste your money. So okay, so let me do a recap of everything I've said. Hope we're all enjoying the class. So I said the first thing, who can do a recap for me? I'm not going to do the recap. So who's going to do a recap for me? Who's going to do a recap of all I've said? Lest I forget, you could also check out for the number of employees that they have. I always like to buy for companies that have 50 employees upward. On 1688, you can do all those search using the desktop view. You can search for the number of employees they have. Or Lola Spices, thank you so much. You can check for the number of employees that they have. But why I said you should do all these things on a table is because sometimes a company might not have everything 100%, but there are still some things that you can make do with. So if a company does not have everything 100%, you want to buy from the company, you know that you have to buy few, because you need to please me. It's just like the way it is now. You want to date a girl, you have to please her and woo her and do all the wooing. Then she cannot say, okay, let me now agree to buy to date you. Do you understand? So BS_ lingeries is doing a recap for us, and hope you all were taking notes. So she said, yes, I talked about the difference between manufacturing, foreign trading company. Good. I also said you should check for the number of years. Other people should do a recap, not only how. Okay. Number 3, somebody should tell me. What's the third thing I said? Somebody should help us, so before I start calling people's names now. Rhoda Collections, where are you? Give us a factor. I said a lot of factors. Let's not leave it to only BS_lingerie. So if I have a prize now, I will give it to her today because she's being so she's paying attention. Even Lola Spicy too is paying attention. Lola Spicy, where are you? Okay, product concentration. Good. Okay, so somebody else should also give us. So what was the other thing I also talked about? Yes, the response rate. Good. Company certification. Sorry, you permit me to drink water. Good. Number of years. Someone said company certification. Okay. What again? Good. Someone says company certification. What else did I talk about? I talked about a couple of stuff here. Okay, so response time. Ask for live pictures. Okay, so I can see you all were listening to me. Okay, good. KD Fabrics, good. Okay, so there's a simple logic customers review. Good at UFO_. Alex, good, sir. Customers reviews. Yes, I talked about buyer strength. I said there's an icon that looks like, I'll see if I can post it in my story, in the story here on this page. If you want to ask me anything about importation, you can follow my personal page at Dr. Augusta then A. Yeah, so I'll see if I can post it here on my stories, on the story here, or on my own personal page story. Yeah. Good. Number of employees, buyer strength, and all. Okay, so let me give you guys four things you need to ask your supplier, or you need to find out from your supplier. 1, who they are. 2, what they do. 3, where they are. 4, how do you communicate with them? Those are 4 things you need to ask yourself. Who they are, what they do, where they are, and how do you communicate to them. So please write down these things. Write it down. Yes, I said ask for pics, double underscore Jen. I said the price, cakes by Chicky. Yeah, so where they are, always ask, find out from your suppliers. You might not ask them, where are you? Who are you? No, 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 no. I mean, you should be able to answer that if I ask you where they are, who they are, what they do, how do they communicate. And another thing, sellers batch goods. So live videos track pictures, so you all were listening to me. So another thing I also will need to talk about right now, shortly, before I start taking your question, is that when you are talking to your supplier, you want to buy from them, always tell them that for some of you that we've trained, or for some of you here that have just freely referred a shipping company to, always tell your Chinese suppliers, okay, you're going to deliver to me in Guangzhou, how long does it take? Or first of all, ask them, where's your company located first, so you have an idea. Then you say you're going to deliver to me in Guangzhou, so how long does it take? So if the seller is telling you to take me 1 week to deliver to you, then you would have to find out from the shipper or find out from Google how far that province where they are is from Guangzhou. Do you understand? Now, if it's very close to Guangzhou, it's either the supplier does not have the item they need to produce, or so you need to find out so that you don't waste your time, or maybe the place is far. So if the location from the supplier's place to your shipper is going to take like a week or two, you need to watch it. But if it's that they need to produce, that's why it's taking time, then you can still buy from them if you are, patient enough. Do you understand? So if it's going to take like maybe like 1 week or 2 weeks for them to deliver to you, then that means the place is far or they have to produce. So you need to ask all these questions. Ask them, then always find out. Then I think I'm going to talk about pre-orders really soon. A lot of mistakes that some people make from pre-orders. If the shipper tells you that it's going to take you like a week to bring your item, and you now go and tell your pre-order people that okay, in 1 week you get your item, it's always very wrong. But that's not the reason why we're here. So hope you all enjoyed the class and you were able to get value for this short time I came in here. So I want to take your questions right now. So let's take your questions. Can I have your questions, please? Ask me questions. I know a lot of people had questions to ask me, so please ask me questions. I'm here to take your question now, so please ask me questions. Okay, well, that one is very dicey. From their WeChat, some of them is either maybe that person is not a Chinese person, or the person is from Malaysia, and the person works in China and works in the company. Do you understand? So check the name. From the name of the company, you'll be able to tell, because sometimes you are not talking to the manufacturers directly, that's the owners of the company. You are talking to the, what do you call it now? You are talking to their workers. Do you understand? So you need to search more. You need to probe into that person very well. Where is the company located in China? They should give you the company's address. Do you understand? Let them give you the company's address. It's very, very important. You need the company's address. They should give you the company's. They always ask for the company's location, the factory location in China. Ask them. I'm asking because I might like to visit you when I want to come. Do you understand? So somebody says, oh, thank you so much, BS_Lingeries, for your kind compliments. I appreciate. Then someone said, one requested for my destination. Do I put the shipping company name and address? Yes. Please put Lolo Spices. Please put the shipping company name and address. Tell them that's where they will deliver to. But always ensure that you ask the shipping company for their latest address, because sometimes they change their warehouse. Okay, Rockwell Beauty, no, I don't teach on how to import cars and vehicles. It's not my area of specialty. Maybe one of these days I'll go into that. Sorry, I've been taking water. Apologies. Then somebody says, Footy by _Rose. I don't know what you mean by customer care. Could you please explain that? So please ask me your questions. I know a couple of people were trying to ask me questions earlier on. Let me see if I can scroll. But please ask me your questions before I log out, and hope you all enjoyed this session. Like I said previously, you can always invite your friends to join us on live. I'm not being stingy with my knowledge. I'm sharing it, so don't be stingy with what you are hearing. You might be saving your friend from entering into trouble. So please invite your friends, your family to join us here. I'm trying to scroll up. I want to see the questions. Okay, someone says, can I talk on the foreign company and manufacturing company? Okay. What if the profile says they're in business for 7 years and they just joined? Okay, good. So someone says, what if the profile says that they're in business for 7 years and they just joined? It doesn't matter. Just buy few from them. But the truth is that when they are entering Alibaba, they go through all these checks, so they will not be lying about their profile. So if they've been in business for 7 years and maybe they just joined Alibaba, it's fine, but don't buy so much from them. Just buy a few. Maybe you bought a few from them like once or twice and you are okay with their products, then you can decide to buy more. Someone says, is it okay to pay a week or weeks after bargaining with the supplier? Yes, it is very okay to pay a week or weeks. Yes, it's very okay. If you are buying from talking to the suppliers, just tell them, okay, so I'll get back to you pretty soon. Do you understand? But don't make it so far. Don't make it so far. Then someone says, yes, it's okay to pay whenever you like, but don't make it so far. Most times the prices are always the same. But the thing that won't be the same is the exchange rate, because exchange rate changes. This year, we didn't get to this stage where it's about 82 point something, I'll be 85 point something. I don't even know what it is. So it's okay to take your time. But don't forget that exchange rate changes. Okay, so ask me questions. Some of you come to my WhatsApp to ask me questions. Bring your questions here and ask me here now. It's even preferable you bring your question here and ask me so that I can take out my time to answer. So do you have more questions for me? Any more questions? Hope you enjoyed the live session. And you promise to also tell your friends about the live session. Thank you so much for the live session. You're welcome. Dabs Brand is an exclusive. Thank you for thanking me. I actually paid for it, but I've not been able to go through the course due to circumstances. Okay, so Dabs Brand exclusive. Your message was not complete. I'm so honored to make your day. I'll try as much as possible to always show up live every time. So I don't know, I'm thinking, so what do you think should be can you all suggest what you think should be our next topic? Okay, so somebody said I should explain the difference between foreign trading company and manufacturing company. Okay, like I earlier explained, foreign trading companies are the ones that their own aim is just to export a product out of China. That's their work. You see these wallets, they go to suppliers' place, they buy it from the manufacturer and they export it out of China to sell. So they always ensure that whatever country they're exporting into, the product fits into the standard of that country. Like they want to export to the UK now, it must match the UK standard. Okay, somebody says see importation, next topic. Okay, just keep sending to me. You can send it to me please, this see importation, please send it to me as a DM. Okay, so that's what foreign trading companies do. Manufacturing companies are the ones that they used to produce it. They manufacture everything and they sell. But a manufacturing company can also be a foreign trading company. But a foreign trading company cannot be a manufacturing company, because most manufacturing companies are owned by Chinese. Foreign trading company can be owned by other people in China. But at least they will obviously have like a Chinese person on their board. Yes, so then I said using the name. A manufacturing company, what starts the name of the manufacturing company is the location. If a company says I'm a manufacturing company, you see their name, copy the first word, put it on Google. If you put it on Google, if you see China next to it, you check Google map and it's on the China map, or you see it saying it's a place in China, in this one, that one, just know that that company is correct. You have location of registration next to it. Double Jane, please paste your question, I'll answer. Sorry, I'm sure I skipped it or something. Location of registration, next to it you have the name of the company. Next to it you have the products they sell. Next to it you have the kind of partnership, whether is a co-limited, etc. That is the name when you talk about manufacturing company. But for a foreign trading company, the first thing you see is the real name. So if I have a foreign trading company, it will obviously be Dr. Augusta. Maybe if I'm in Shenzhen, Dr. Augusta Shenzhen, or Dr. Augusta the product Shenzhen, and all those things. So That's the question. So somebody says we should. I'm coming, Johnny. Check. So someone says, okay, I think I've explained that. Workout Beauty, you're welcome. Someone says, if you don't want to use a payment agent, can we use someone to pay? Yes, you can use someone to pay dollars into the account, but you should have, I prefer you use payment agents. Just generally use RMB. But if you can pay dollars into the account, why not? If you can sort out all those sort code thing and all that, why not? Someone says I should talk about sea importation next topic. Okay, I'll take notes. Please bring up suggestions for next topic. Okay, someone says it was a great section. Cakes by Chicky, you're welcome. Thank you so much, ma. Someone said I've not answered her question. Okay, let me see. How do one check for customers review? It's there. It's on the, I don't know if you are dealing with Alibaba around the profile side. If I was on my, like if I was using my phone now, I can definitely check. But customer review is there. If you click on the product of the person, if you scroll down, you definitely see it at the left or the right side. For 1688, you find it there. If you use the app, you search for the product, you click on it, you scroll, I think you should scroll to down before where you see other products that they are selling. You should be able to see customer review there. Then someone says, can I pay a week later or 2 weeks after? Yes, you can, but just tell the supplier that, okay, I'll get back to you very soon. When they send you the product, tell them, okay, no problem, I'll look into all you've said and I'll get back to you pretty soon. Do you understand? Double J, and I love you too. Any more question? Ask me question. No, ask me. I'm here for you. Ask me all your questions. All the questions you post via WhatsApp. Please ask me now. I'm here to answer everything. So ask me your questions. Okay, so I think I've addressed this issue before. But let me just respond. Yeah, I said you all should fill the form, and later I updated you that you should fill the form, and a couple of you did not fill the right email, and I also said that nothing will be sent to your email again. It was going to be on the Dr. Augusta Academy platform. That's what I said, and that you people should fill your email and fill it rightly. Some of you did not fill the right email, so even if we'll at the back enroll you on the platform, when it's time for you to go in there and log in to see all the classes, because the email is wrong, there's no how it's going to work. Do you understand? So then I said, okay, because enrolling you, like for those of you that attended our class on WhatsApp, you had all the materials there. Well, I just said we should enroll you on the platform so that you can have backups. Okay, so if something probably happened to your email, either it was not duly filled or network did not make the information submit correctly, because every of the emails we had, we enrolled it on the back end. But you could send me a message on WhatsApp or on my private Instagram, not here. Then just let me know. You probably would have to go, okay, this is it. If you know you've paid for our trainings before, you send me a message on WhatsApp using just send me a message using the number that you enrolled for the class with. Then send me your name and go to the draugustaacademy.com, enroll as a student, send me the name you use in enrolling, the email, the username, or you can just chat me on WhatsApp. I'll send you all those details, and then I'll see what I can do about it. So nobody's going to send you any materials to your email. I already sorted that out. I said that you should enroll, like send us your full details so that we can enroll you at the back end and you have access to the materials. And please, in case we've given you login details to enter into the back end, into the online academy, please ensure that you always check it from time to time. So you can just chat me up on WhatsApp. Yeah, as soon as I'm able to see it, I would respond to that. Okay, yes, the reason why she doesn't pay less than 100 RMB is because it's not really her fault. She really would love to pay less than 100 RMB because of so many limitations that are happening around Alipay, Chinese world and all that. But what I do is that if I want to buy, I don't really buy stuff less than 100 RMB, but just in case I want to do that, I would just send like the money to one supplier that I have a rapport with, and I'll tell him to help me pay another supplier the remaining balance. Do you understand? So someone said, oh, Lolo Spices, I'm so honored, you're welcome, and I'm honored that I'm actually inspiring you. Thank you so much. And you guys give me the urge to keep going, to keeping on in this race. So someone says, I feel the form but I've not gotten lectures on my email. Dabs brand _ exclusive. I just sorted that out. Nobody's going to send you anything to your email. You have all the materials on WhatsApp. I just said you should have access to the materials on the back end. And you were asked to fill your email, but you probably filled the wrong email, or something happened when you were trying to fill it. I do not know. But like I said, you can chat me on WhatsApp and I'll tell you what to do. Okay, don't send it to me on Instagram. You can chat me on WhatsApp, then I'll we'll continue from there. So someone said, okay, yes, BS _ laundry. If you can help people, why not? That's fine. Did you tell him that you're from Dr. Augusta? Did you tell him he'll help you? Well, that's fine. Someone says, how can I use WeChat? I won't be able to give you an answer to WeChat. WeChat is not really hard to use. First of all, you need to register. And the annoying thing about WeChat is somebody else needs to help you register. I would have loved to help the whole world register on WeChat, but I can only help one person register in a month. So you need to register on WeChat. If you're able to register on WeChat, you can chat me up or check YouTube on how to use it. But it's not hard. It's very easy. And I think if you've attended my classes before, there is a video I posted on how I was able to use my WeChat. If otherwise, you could send me a message, or you could also check YouTube. It will help you. Someone says, a supplier I was chatting with asked me to order via Alibaba, even though we were chatting on WhatsApp. I think it's because I wanted to buy 5 pieces. Tell the supplier that you are going to transfer yuan to his Chinese bank account or his Alipay account, that you cannot do that. You should please give you his Alipay account. Some of them can be very, very funny. If they don't want to go by the way you should go, please drop them like a bad habit. Rhoda Collection said, Rhoda Collection, please, what did I promise you? Hey, I've forgotten. Whoa. Someone said, how can one become a paying agent? You need to have a verified Alipay account. I don't know how much it is to buy it now. Some people tell you 300,000. And you need to also have a Chinese account number and all that. Then you also need to get your verified. You need to make your Alipay verified. And all. So there are processes to go about that. You need to have a verified Alipay account, and then you can start the business. Basically, it's nothing so serious. But once you have a verified Alipay account that is verified, you can start helping people to pay. It's not a big deal like that. Yeah. So Rhoda Collection, please, what did I promise you? Because, well, you don't necessarily have to be a payment agent. If you want to be a payment agent, I just told you what to do now. You have to have a Alipay verified Alipay account, and then have the money to buy RMB in bulk. But most times, you can still be a payment agent without having a verified Alipay account. Just reach out to people that pay and offer cheap RMB. And then when somebody comes to me to say, help me pay, collect the person's Alipay details or the Chinese bank account, reach out to your payment agent that is helping you pay. They'll help you pay. You don't need to have a verified account. No, I don't train people in being a payment agent, because there are a lot of intricacies behind it. But I just suggested a method to you. It doesn't need a training. You just reach out to a payment agent. They should give you a subsidized rate that you want to be helping people pay. When they give you the Alipay account or whatever they give you, you go and give it to the payment agent to help you pay. Nobody will know whether you have an Alipay account or you don't have. Easy. But my sister, also focus on your business. Hope I was able to answer you. You don't need to go through a training for that. Everything is wisdom. KD Fabrics, I wouldn't skip your question purposely. A lot of questions are coming. What did you say? Please remind me of your question. When did you ask your question? Because I'm scrolling up now. You didn't ask a question. You said the next topic should be sea importation. That was what you said. You did not ask anything. No. You said, KD Fabrics, I already responded to you now. You talked about the Malaysian stuff and I answered you already. I didn't skip your question. Maybe you were not paying attention to when I answered your question or something. I said you should check So I already gave you reasons why sometimes it could be Malaysian. You are not talking to the owner of the company most times. You're talking to their sales executive. So maybe their sales executive is a Malaysian person and he used a Malaysian number to open. So it's always good to ask them where's their factory in China. Ask them for all those details and do not buy so much from them until you are able to certify that the company is good. So KD Fabrics have answered you. So any more question? Any more question? It's already past time. KD Fabrics, I think I gave you a payment agent number. She will be able to help you. I'm a very busy person. That's why I gave you a payment agent number. So please just speak to her. I think you attended one of our classes. Or if you've not attended our classes before, it doesn't really matter. You can just chat me on WhatsApp. I will give you the number. You can ask her for the rate and she'll help you with payment. Just tell her from Dr. Augusta. She'll be there to help you anytime. Okay? So you can chat me on WhatsApp. I'll give it to you. The payment agent number is free. I will give you. So you can just chat me on WhatsApp and I'll give it to you. Oh, Lala Spicy. Thank you so much for these kisses. Lots of love from me to you. You're welcome at KD Fabrics. Any more question? Hope you enjoyed the class. Do you want to see me more live every week? I don't know if I'll be able to come on live during the week, Shabo. KD Fabric suggested that we do sea importation. I don't know if that's what we're going to do next. Do you all have any other suggestion? Let me take note of the suggestion. So give me your suggestion. Let me see what you want to hear about in the next class. Let me see. Oh, thank you so much, BS_luxury. I'm so honored. I'm so honored. I feel blessed to knowing you. I'm honored. Thank you so much. This is like one of the best things that has been said to me today. Oh my God. Thank you so much, guys. I'm honored. Daps brand _ exclusive. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're always welcome. So Radar Collection, sorry you. The messages are plenty. I used to wish I could even respond to everybody's messages. Please forgive me in advance, but could you ask your question? Let me see if I could answer. Someone says I should concentrate more on beginners. To the best of my knowledge, I think I'm really trying. I'm trying to concentrate on everybody. I know in our trainings, a lot of people will say, oh, I take my time to teach. And I do that because I assume that everybody is a beginner. Well, I've heard you. We'll keep trying, okay? But I think I do concentrate more on beginners. I think a lot of people can bear me witness. I concentrate more on beginners. And then even anybody that is a beginner, you also have to do yourself a good honor to also keep improving yourself. It's not even only a coach that will be able to help, but I'll try my best to always show up live every week and I'll see how I can help. Like I said, I want us to have an importation challenge. I don't even have an idea of how I want to go about it. I'm still thinking, but if you have an idea, you could just send me a message. Okay? Well, they gave you the shop link to, is it to search for products? You just click on the link, it take you to the shop, you check for their products, basically. Maybe they want you to check for their products, they don't have the time to start sending you pictures. So you just click on the link. But I don't know the link they gave you. Is it Taoba 1688 or... So you copy the link, put it on your browser, and then, you check. So somebody said sea importation. What else again do you want me to talk about? Ask me now, tell me now so that I can take note of it. Someone said sea importation. Somebody says sea importation. I'm trying to see. I'm thinking, maybe we can come up with an importation challenge. If you come up with an importation challenge, are you going to invite your friends to join us? The more the merrier. Maybe what I'll be doing is every week we'll have one thing to talk about. You go and do an assignment, then during the week I'll review it. We'll come back again on Sunday. How about that style? What do you think about that style? Is it a good one? Is it a good one? Is it a good one? So if you want to tell me anything, you can chat me up on my private Instagram. It is Dr. Augusta, but with an extra A on it. Okay, so somebody says, I could group you to import particular things so we can buy in bulk. Okay. That buying in bulk, I'm afraid though. For some of you that know me, I don't like wahala and stress. Some people would cooperate, some might not cooperate. Well, I'll think about it, sha. I just pray I get a direction on how it should go. But like I said, I'm open to suggestions. You can send me a message. You can send me a voice note stating on your suggestions. I'll just pick from different people's suggestion and put it together and come up with something. They say two head is better than one. Yes, so Lolo Spicy. People, you have to be very careful of them. Oh. Jesus, I don't want to be taking Panadol every day. I have so much on my small head. So you guys are thinking we should have an importation challenge, Abby. Don't worry, I'll think about it. I'll find time to think. But like I said, I'm open to your suggestions. So somebody says we buy bags in bulk, shoes in bulk, and pay for goods before bringing. Okay, it's a good idea. But you still have some people that will misbehave. How do we now do litmus tests now to know? Because me, I don't have the leisure of time to start collecting money. We'll pay for this one, pay for that, and we share it. My darlings, I don't even have the energy. So I don't know. It's a good idea. I like your idea, Lolo Spicy Live guy. I like your idea, Lolo Spicy. I like your idea, Lolo Spicy. I like your idea, Tina Money Fashion One. I like your idea, nice idea. But I don't people are very funny. You might want to cooperate and some other people might not want to cooperate. So I'll think about it sharp. I'll work on something. Someone says see importation. I will see what we can do, okay? And see how we can actually import. So thank you so much for this session. I really enjoyed my time with you all. I hope someone says misbehavior plenty, like my sister, right? People are funny. You only know yourself. You can't even know. You understand? All of you here might cooperate, but some other people might not cooperate. So thank you so much for joining us live. I really enjoyed my time with you all. And please tell people to always join us. The more the merrier. Someone says I should talk about herbs and spice importation. I will try. One thing I always tell people is that once you know the countries that you can get all these things from, just know how to import from those countries, then you now apply it. I know in China they have a lot of herbs, spices. Even in India they have a lot of them. Yeah, China, India, good. Vietnam has coffee and tea, good. So I'll see what I can do. Well, maybe I don't know, but I'll see what I can do. I'm not promising. Okay, so any more thing? Do you want to tell me anything? Is there any other thing you want to say to me? Do you have any more questions? I really stayed with us for long, so I have to go right now. I had a nice time with you all. I hope to see you also. So you can follow us and then turn on post notification. I'll be coming on live most times on this page. And yeah. Alright, so you can tag your friends. The replay is going to be on for those who could not catch up with us live. You can tag your friends to also watch the replay. I know there are lots to learn. So I love you all. _J says variable behavior. Thank you so much for joining. Watch the replay. We shared a lot of knowledge. And RBC_Arena. Thank you so much for loving my smile. I'm blushing. Thank you. So I'll see you guys pretty soon. So like I said, please send me a message. My personal Instagram is Dr. Augusta A. Just type in Dr. Augusta A. That's my personal Instagram. So you can send me a message on that or on WhatsApp, any of them. And then for those of you that attended our trainings and cannot access the materials, please chat me on WhatsApp and we'll see what we can do, okay? So that I can have backups. And Lolo Spicy, thank you for the love. Lots of love. Thank you so much, everyone. See you guys soon. I might come on live during the week or maybe Sunday. Bye for now. Bye. God bless you too. _Jane. Thank you so much. Lots of love. Kisses. Hey, Lily Opusunji. What is your question? Please send me a message on WhatsApp, I beg. I need to leave now. Sorry, you will send me a message on WhatsApp.